Welcome to episode 7 of Master Richards TV. Just before dusk here, been home from work. Had a chance to get an Indobot and gonna get this video shot before the sun goes down. I'm gonna check on the audio. I can hear the air conditioning compressor. I'm on the 3rd floor, but that's down on the ground, but I can still hear it. Hopefully it'll just be a dull sound in the background, and we can, as we've been trying to do, just shoot these things live with no editing and get them up on YouTube as soon as possible for your use. Gonna have to call myself on the carpet here. Supposed to be doing 30 for 30. This is episode 7, but I believe it's been a week and a day. Somewhere in there we're staying up late and everything that's going on. I think I missed today, to be honest, so I'm out of integrity there, and I'm just going to continue on. I'm still going to make 30 episodes, and let's all just put our positive energy into it. By the time all that's done, we'll be back to meeting in groups of 10 or more, 50 or more, whatever. Things will hopefully be back to normal, and we'll be back in Dojang's training with qualified instruction. But until that time, if you're staying at home, staying in place, self-quarantine, limiting your exposure to COVID-19, however you want to look at it, we're going to put one of these out every day, 30 for 30, and you guys can do with it what you will. So, we've covered how to breathe, postures, moving in postures, hand techniques mostly. So today, even though I'm here on the deck of my apartment, we're going to talk some about some things you can do for kicking, and just like me in a limited space, you can still get some things done. So, thinking back in history a little bit, back in, I won't say 19 whatever, when I first started in junior taekwondo club at Virginia Tech. Used to look forward after a hard day of engineering classes and free body diagrams and calculus homework to going over to the male dormitories where we'd have our informal workout. And you could always find a buddy about your size to give you a great wall stretch. And I always felt like we could kick like the instructors once we got, body good and hot and got a really good wall stretch in. Don't have a partner. I might have a sneak surprise later in the week. There's been some rumors that I may have a partner for Wednesday. And so we'll see if that happens. If it does, I've got some things in mind to do that require a partner that we haven't done on Master Richards TV yet. But for today, I'm going to use my environment to get myself stretched out. So, got a guardrail up here at my apartment. I'm going to stick my ankle on the back of the guardrail here in front kick position. And then I'm going to lower my head to my knee and continue to breathe. Switch. And so now I'm going to go ahead right into stretch kick. So we'll go forward facing. Sit. Head. Toss it. Toss it. Good. Again, I'm just trying to get the hip joint loose. And the knee up, out, like inside the outside crescent kick. There we go. You can do more on each side if you'd like. Now, after we do Balpuki in our school, we do Muro up chag and knee strike. What I want you to think about is bringing the knee up high and fast, and let the toes hang down, which will relax the thigh. All right, so just got myself a little warmed up there. I'm going to continue to use my environment. One of the things we used to do at same club was a 4-count kicking exercise. So remember the letter L that we talked about? Since I'm working on strengthening the one leg, I'm going to take away balance. So the foot that's parallel to the wall, I'm going to put that hand on the wall for balance. I want to get in the habit of putting the other guard up. So here's the 4 count for 4-count front kick. Up, ball of the foot, rechamber, put it down. Up, ball of the foot, rechamber, put it down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, ana. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, set. 1, 2, 3, net. Get that other side going. Ana, 2, set. Ana, 2, set. 2. Ana, 2, set. Set. Ana, 2, set. Hit, ana, 2, set, that's it. All right, so there you go. That's front kick. You can do 10 reps if you want. I'm just doing enough reps to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking for. So the next one, it's going to be interesting here on this. This deck's not saying it, so we're going to see how my pivot works. And you can even start out with your toes facing the wall if you want. So. Chamber, side kick, chamber, put it down, side kick, chamber, put it down, up, thrust, side kick position, rechamber, put it down, up, knee up high, side kick, goes down, leg first, chamber, put it down, up, side kick, rechamber, put it down. Of course, I'm using the wall for balance. Up, side kick, rechamber, put it down. Up, side kick, rechamber, put it down. Up, side kick, rechamber, and put it down. And of course, you could do 10 reps or whatever you've got set on your training routine. That's just the idea of a 4-count front kick, 4-count side kick. Try to focus on getting the leg muscles strengthened in the proper foot position for the kick that you're doing. Focus on that. Correct rotation, toes down in the side kick, foot extended, ball the foot back on the front kick. Try to think about that. All right, so the last one's going to be a little bit different than how I actually teach roundhouse now. But this is the way I was first taught it in the same club that we mentioned before, the Virginia Tech Taekwondo Club. And just bear with me and I'll explain the differences later. So I'm back in the same position I was in side kick. I'm going to pick the knee up, kick across, rechamber, and down. So that one becomes a 3-count kick. Chamber, roundhouse, down. Chamber, roundhouse, down. Other side, chamber, roundhouse, down. That's why you use the wall. Chamber, roundhouse, down, chamber, roundhouse, down. So hopefully from that front view you saw, I'm trying to move my knee from outside the target through the target in addition to my foot. So I'm using that core to bring that leg through. Now, what's different, I actually prefer the roundhouse start from here. And I don't think I'm going to pivot. Well, we'll see. I'm either going to get a giant splinter and we're going to go off camera here in a minute, or it's going to be okay. But I bring the knee up, straight up, and then I pivot as I'm going to execute the kick. Okay? The reason for that, the reason we start every class with a knee strike, because if you're looking straight ahead at me and all you see is that knee come up, you don't know what kick's coming. Alright? Particularly my younger guys, they're way more flexible than me. Try to drill that. Bring that back leg, knee up, and then execute whatever kick is appropriate for whatever opening you see. So now we've got some basic kicks done, and what we're going to do for the rest of today, now that I've covered that 4 and 3 count kicking exercise, we're just going to go ahead and get a short workout in on some basic kicks using a limited space environment. So, right leg backwards up, hop chagi, hana. I'm going to kick in place, 2, set, net, that's it, that's it, you yado, aho, yor, kyoto, sapakro chagi, hana, 2, set, net, that's it. Kyoto, yasa, yuga, yaro, aho, yor, hakasu onro chagi, hana, 2, set, net, that's it, that's it, you good, yaro, aho, yor, kyoto, chiki, and I'll explain my order here in just a minute. Axe kick. So the legs are going to come up like stretch kick, but instead of dropping, we're going to force that heel down and push the hip forward. Okay? We're going to repeat the same leg, so we'll have to step back. Chiki, hana, 2, sit, net, that's yasa, yuga, Yaro. Aho. Yo. Sure. All right. Everybody in our system is going to say, no, no, no. You do front kick, side kick, round kick, because that's the same order as our first three forms. That's the same order for our kick one steps. That's how you drill that repetition into your white and senior white belt, new orange belts. Just get all that material covered, get them used to that sequencing. And in beginner's class, many times that's how I'll do it. If I've got little dragons watching Master Richards TV today with me, this ends your part of kicking. But you're welcome to watch and see what's coming in Big Boys class when you become 8, or you move from little dragon white belt with a black stripe to half white, half orange. That's your graduation day. All right, so for you instructors out there, for me, in Little Dragons class, I'm going to cover front kick, out to in to out, and axe kick. That's 4 things. Because I cover low block, in to out to in, and high block. So you can probably figure out how I do some of my stations. I have a listen and follow instructions drill, different things like that. So there's 4 things I got to get through. Doesn't seem like a lot. How do I get through 2 years? If I'm a 4-year-old and I go through the 2 years of the way I do the Little Dragons belts before I'm allowed to go to Kids Beginners class at 6, which for me, Kids Beginners is 8. So that 6-year-old Little Dragon, 2 years of experience in our system, to me is a more qualified candidate than a 8-year-old off the street that's never trained before. So that's how we do. If you're not doing Little Dragons, you're missing out. I'm just going to say that. You're missing out on the pipeline. You're missing out on all the joy that they bring me when I've had a hard day at work and there's 10, 15, 12 smiling young faces waiting to see what Master Richards has planned for them today. And we usually high-five after we bow out at the end of Little Dragons. And I can't remember a day where I didn't get hugged, Fibonacci crunched hugged by 2 girls, man hugged on first day by a 4 or 5-year-old. If that doesn't light you up, then you really shouldn't be teaching martial arts, because we're here for the students. So that's been a source of joy for me for the last decade or so. Looking at those young guys who are just so innocent and putting in hard work and getting that energy out of their body that they need to do, and spending time with those of you who are qualified adult role models for them. So I told you, these philosophy nuggets, they just come out, so bear with me. So that's where our Little Dragons ends. That's all we, curriculum-wise, technique-wise, want to cover with them. There's other things in the curriculum that are more important to me than how many techniques they can do. So we try to get pretty good at those 8 things, those 4 hands, those 4 kicks. Those are the things that are included in their tiger form. And as I said, we don't even move them around in stance until tiger form number 4. And we don't even have the expectation of a 2-handed motion until about the 2nd belt. And if you think about it, that's if they're truly 4 when they start with you, you're talking about somebody that's still under 5 years old to do a 2-handed motion. So if that's not a high expectation for you, you're a better Little Dragons instructor than I am. And I'm in Atlanta, so wherever you live, if there's a Delta hub, I'm coming to see you and learn how you teach Little Dragons, because that's about right for our Little Dragons. So that's what we try to cover, and we try to get them squared away for beginner's class. So I'm talking too much. I see my wife's pulled up now. So by the time she comes upstairs and comes in the door, she's going to expect me to greet her. So let's see if we can't get these last few kicks in while she's getting out of the car. So maybe the best way to do that is we'll give you an assignment. That way you can do what we've got planned to do, and I can spend time with my family as they begin to get home. So for those of you that are beginners or advanced that are working on, here's the assignment. We'll go into more detail in another class. So what's left out is, you're correct, we did not do side kick. 5 on each leg is the medium end of the pool, 10 on each leg is the deep end of the pool. We'll just say it that way. Spin back, same thing. Roundhouse, same thing. Hook kick, same thing. And for me, red belt and up, possibly even black belt, diagonal kick. Now, what did I leave out? I left out all the spin kicks, and I left out wheel kick, except for spin back, because I'm going to assume you're training in a confined space, and I do not want you to hit your mother's lampshade with your wheel kick in the living room. Much worse, your dad's flat screen TV, even though there's no sports on for who knows how long. Those kind of things you may not be able to do inside. Before my wife gets up these stairs here, I'm going to go ahead and just show you one drill for spin back and another one of my pet peeves that'll help you eliminate that. So for me, spin back, go ahead and give our oral cues. It's heels, eyes, heel. And that's how I teach a spin back. Heels towards the target, throw the shoulder, eyes to the target, rub the thighs together, knee and toes down, heel hits the target, and that's a back kick. 90% of the time, what you're going to see, no matter what anybody says they're doing, is spinning side kick. And actually, when I trained in the Taekwondo club at Virginia Tech, they actually taught us both. And right when they taught it, one of our kick countering techniques was to land in a spin back and just rest your foot on the other person's chest. So kind of the point of that is, later on, they explained, which is totally correct, the spinning side kick can be jammed, the spinning back kick cannot be jammed. We'll talk more about that later. So here's a drill to prevent you from doing spinning side kick. Got my trusty wall right here. I'm going to get as close to the wall as I can for that spinning motion, so that I have to kick straight back. If I have any kind of a spinning side kick motion, I'm going to hit that wall with my knee as I try to get in this position as opposed to this back kick position. So that's the difference in spin side and spin back. If you're throwing a spinning side kick, I want to rush into right here, jam your thigh, counter over the top of your leg with my reverse punch, and I can get in there. If you're throwing a spin back kick and I rush in towards you, if you get close enough to touch me, then you know what, should be right about where my heel is, and if I'm early, my kick will just be higher than below your belt. But you're going to run into that kick if you're coming down the line of attack towards me. And unfortunately for you, if you overrush me and you get in before I get the kick developed, most likely I'm going to kick you somewhere below the belt. I'll just say it that way. Could be your knee if you're lucky. Could be worse if you're a guy. So spin back kick can't be jammed. So those are the kicks. My wife just smiled at me from down the parking lot. So at this point I'm going to bow out. And that's going to be episode 7 of Master Richards TV. Some kicks that you can do in a limited space, and a good workout.